In all of Brotherverse, no world is more stranger than the one that will be presenting the foundation tonight. Welcome to Earth 13.
It's all day absolute Robbie Haywood show, and we're gonna learn about how you can grow. And if you don't like what I say, it's okay, yippee yay, all day absolute Robbie all day, and it's my show. Oh man, welcome to another edition of WGP Foundation Presents Friday Night Blueprint. I'm your host, all day, absolute, Robbie Haywood. If you don't know the name, you better learn it. You better learn it. And tonight, we're going to be asking ourselves a lot of what ifs. Because we have 6 great matches taking place all across the promo-verse. So why don't you just sit back, relax, and have a gee golly willikers good time, okay? Let's get down to the action.
The irresistible force versus the immovable object in this what-if clash, with Gully Guns going one-on-one with Mad T.
What an angle to run with. This is the narrative you want to choose, T. Are you sure? All right. Let me explain to all of you just who Gully Guns truly is. Gully Guns is human. Gully Guns is not God. Gully Guns is not immortal. Gully Guns is just like all of you, flesh and bones. Sometimes he makes bad decisions, but he stands on those decisions. A lot of the time he makes great decisions. And you would consider me coming to work in certain places that you frequent a good decision, correct? But when I choose me, when I walk away from it all, and people who call themselves your friends tell you it's okay, we understand, shit happens, and then they choose to die on this narrative. No, I actually had respect for you. Foolish me to think someone like you was respectable. Then I remembered what business I'm in. It's a cutthroat, dog-eat-dog environment. And you, my friend, have crossed a line. You think I want my leaving to be some big grandiose secret now that I am the talk of the town. So you can dig up all the dirt you want. You can run your mouth like only you know how to do. And it still won't make a lick of difference because the people understand what real is and you are not real. Real recognizes real and you looking real unfamiliar. T, you chose this road. Now I understand you some big badass shooter. On target practice. Shoot as hard as you can. Because if you miss, off goes your head. And every little bit of credibility that you still hang on to, cling on to, is gone, courtesy of Gully
Gully, gully, gully. So now let's talk about how 9 months ago, how you beat me. And what's the thing I told you, Gully? I told you I didn't try because I wanted to test you. And I thought that at the end of the day, Gully Guns would be a success. I thought Gully Guns would be able to fucking come out and prove to people that he is very talented, that he can carry the torch of EMP, he can carry the torch of HSP, he can carry the torch of anywhere he goes. But you let me down because you took the coward way out like you always do, Gully. What do? Every time you start to get a push, every time you come out here and you start to do something for yourself, you drop the ball and leave like a pussy-ass bitch that you are. Because you can't handle the pressure. You can't handle the pressure of being someone at my level, someone at Wapo's level, someone at Franklin Benjamin's level. You wonder why I mention these names. Because these are people that I've aligned myself with to make me better. Who do you align yourself with, Gully? Who is it? VPW? UWO? PAC? WGP? BWO? Oh no, I know what it is. It's Smoky Mountain Wrestling. The same place that's made you pussy out so many times, Gully. So Gully, you think that's gonna be the end right here? The end is not here. The end is just beginning. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, Gully. Let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about how, Gully, you're amazing talent. You're a good friend of mine. I mean, at one time, we were close. But then you walked away. And I'm not talking about walking away from this game. I'm talking about how you took your ball and you went home, Gully! I've never seen someone so talented, Gully, do what you do and fail. I call myself the king, Gully, because that's what I am. I get everybody to talk about me. I get everybody's watching me. And right now, you're the flavor of the month, Gully. Right now, you're everybody's favorite promo artist. But is that enough? What are you gonna do when you stop being everyone's favorite toy, Gully? When UWO fails you? When every company that you go to fails you? What are you gonna do, Gully? You're gonna look at me and say, T, you were right. You see, Gully, it's not about winning this match. Because I take losses all the time. I take an L. And I bounce back. People will say Matt T is on a decline. But truthfully, I'm at the top of the mountain, baby boy. So Gully, this match right here, this match will show everyone who the Gully Guns truly is. And that is a fraud. Because you might win this match. But one thing about you, Gully, is you'll drop the ball like you always do. So go out here and fail. Because that's what you do best. And I love a piece of me.
Yo, what up? Gully Guns, ladies and gentlemen, it took 4 judges, but Matt T in his singles debut here in the Foundation fell just a little short to Gully Guns, okay? That's what I'm talking about. But needless to say, let's Ladies and gentlemen, it appears, I don't know what we just saw. The master has been missing. He's been missing all through the promoverse. But that appeared to be him. But it looks like Gully took a shot at him. I don't know. But we need to get right back down to the action. Because our WGP World Champion, the Alpha, will take on the returning Johnny Blade and a WGP Eliminator match, okay? Let's get down to the action.
It's high stakes or do or die for Johnny Blade as he challenges Alpha AJ Davis for a future shot at the WGP Championship. Let's go.
Foundation, WGP. It is me, Johnny Blade, for those of you who don't know, because a lot of you don't know who I am, and that's okay, including my opponent tonight, apparently, because I haven't heard anything from him on screen. Alpha AJ Davis, much respect to you, sir, the WGP World Champion, and you and I tonight at What If go one-on-one in a title eliminator match, world title eliminator match, meaning if I defeat you tonight, Alpha, then I go on and get a future title shot with you. How does that sound, huh? You see, you're probably wondering, who is this old man? Who is this old geezer? Who is this nobody? Allow me to tell you, my name is Johnny Blade, and where I go, I normally win championships. I like to win. That's my primary goal, as it is yours, I'm sure, because you know what it's like to win championships, as do I. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, Alpha. I come from a place called HSP. I don't really like to plug other places, but I'll say that. And I've won a few championships there. I don't claim to be the best because I'm not. I'm not at all. I like to test my skills, and what better way, man, than to come and face you, the world champion of all people. Because I've been watching you. Like I've said before, I've watched you, and I've watched your faction, the GOP. Much respect. You guys are nothing but winners. But guess what? I know a little bit about winning too. I do. So tonight, Alpha, I hope you don't take me lightly. Because me and you are going one-on-one, and this is a very important match for me. Because I am at the bottom of the rankings here in WGP. And I get put into a title eliminator match, and if I defeat the world champion, that will skyrocket me right here in WGP, and that's what I want. I want to skyrocket to the top. I want to go to the top wherever I'm at. And what better way to do it than to beat the man himself, the world champ, AJ Davis. And I love saying that because it sounds delightful, doesn't it? It really does. And let me tell you this, I don't need factions. I don't need anybody to back me up. Because AJ, you got your guys, surrounding you and protecting you. But no, when it's me and you tonight, one-on-one, AJ, no protection, no politics, no nothing. Because me and you, it's just me and you tonight. And when it's all said and done, you see, I'm going to be the crack in the GOP's foundation, unfortunately. I don't want to really burst your bubble, and yes, pun intended on that. But it's nothing personal, because all I like to do is win championships, and that's what I plan to do. And if I have to go through the world champion to get to the world champion, that would be you again, AJ. Then that's what I'm going to do, because I plan on going 2-0 against you. And I don't care how I have to do it. By any means necessary, Johnny Blade plans on being the WGP World Champion come hell or high water. And after the match tonight, AJ, you're gonna be sitting there wondering, how did this old man, how did this old geezer, this nobody, this piece of trash defeat me? I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that feeling. Because when we face off again, that World Heavyweight Championship you have, it's not leaving with you. It's coming home with me.
Johnny, I ain't gonna be here too long. Because I'm pissed off and I'm gonna say something I shouldn't. So let's get right to it, right? I gave instructions. I gave a list of how to do things. And motherfuckers still ain't listening. So here's what's gonna happen, Johnny. I'm going to put BTA. I don't even get into it that much, right? Because the last man left you lifeless, right? Left you gone and almost forgotten. But then you pop your head up like a fucking weasel and get into my business. No. That's ain't how this is gonna go. So, next week, next blueprint after What If? Next blueprint, I got something for you. For the rest of y'all that want a chance, right? Here's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna go down in that ring and y'all gonna have a battle royale. We gonna call it the GOP Appreciation Battle Royale. And I will be giving the winner of that battle royale a shot, a chance at the WGP World Championship. And no, I ain't ran this by management because I don't really care. Management needs to be worried about what I'm finna do. Johnny, you need to be worried about what I'm finna do. I'm sick and tired of these people thinking they can just run all this shit. Woosah. Johnny, let me calm down a little bit. Because I got to bring this to a close. All right? So, what I need you to do, and it's real simple, is stand your ass up, you cattle-built bitch. Place that big, meaty claw of yours across your chest and pledge allegiance to the GOP, because we ain't going nowhere. And all the gold will stay where it belongs. So I'll see you real soon, partner. And I will be coming with a vengeance. And you can ask me, why? Why am I being beat like this? I don't deserve this. Blame people you have never seen in your life. It's their fault. So, Johnny, yes, Papa. Welcome to the Alpha's Asylum. There is no discharge. See you soon.
Yo, what up? Alpha, ladies and gentlemen, Alpha has taken down Johnny Blade. Johnny Blade in his return match. Wow! Just wow! What a absolute banger! What's that? What's that voice in the back? Oh no! It can't be. Oh.
What if the WGP Foundation had a new superstar? What if the blueprint here tonight is going to be that superstar's debut? What if that superstar was an animalistic beast?
What if it was the GOAT, the greatest of all fucking time? The unfiltered animal.
loro non sanno di che parlo. Vestiti sporchi fra di fango, giallo di siga fra le dita, io con la siga camminando. Scusami ma ci credo tanto che posso fare questo salto, e anche se la strada è in salita, per quest'ora mi sto allenando. E buonasera signore e signori, fuori gli attori. Vi conviene toccarvi i coglioni, vi conviene stare zitti e buoni. Qui la gente è strana tipo spacciatori. Troppe notti stavo chiuso fuori, mo li prendo a calci sti portoni. Sguardo in alto tipo scalatori, quindi scusa mamma se sto sempre fuori, ma sono fuori di testa, ma diverso da loro. E tu sei fuori di testa, ma diverso da loro. Siamo fuori di testa, ma diversi da loro. Siamo fuori di testa, ma diversi da loro.
There's been contract negotiations going on for months, and finally, the what if gets answered, and the answer is yes. The animalistic beast, the sagacity of psychology, the megalodon among the sea wrestling, the serpent of the psyche, the most dangerous professional wrestler of all time, stands here in the WGP. And he's going to show that and the foundation exactly why he is known as the greatest of all fucking time. So as I present to you that title, there's only one fitting way that I truly make a debut, and that's with an open challenge. So all the boys and girls in the back, I want you to know the dance floor is yours. If you have a death wish and you want to be violated, massacred, dominated, decimated, desolated and destroyed at the hands of the unfiltered animal, please step forward. If you want to prove that you're one of the big boys in the professional wrestling game, then please step forward. If you want to fight the fight of your life, then please step forward. The unfiltered animal is here. He is etched into the WGP foundation. And what a night to do it. Friday Night Blueprint. What if? What if just became your worst fucking nightmare?
Oh, the unfiltered man is in the foundation, and WGP, that man is an absolute beast. He's a monster, and his hair. Oh, no! What will we do? What? Wait a minute. He's in the foundation. He's in WGP. There's a war coming. Could he be the 11th member? Maybe. I don't know, but we gotta get down to more action. So the next match, we'll see the beautiful Miss TK3, who I think personally is more talented than TK3. Take on Beast Mode Bones. Let's get down to the action. Okay?
He's on that Bones pack. It's Bones versus Miss TK. Oh boy, this ought to be interesting.
I considered potentially dressing up, putting on makeup for this occasion, but I've decided that something as sad and pathetic as Bones just isn't worth that sort of effort, so I decided I'll be taking it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's very brave of you, Miss TK.
Brave, I'd hardly say so.
And you said you're going against Bones?
Yes, I am.
What a poser. He claims to be one of the best of all time, and yet, for some reason, I just never have understood the hype about that guy.
In order to be the best of all time, you have to at least impress people.
Yeah, he calls himself the mother effing goat. Can you believe that?
I mean, he does certainly seem like a farm animal.
I love the way you think, babe.
I know, everyone does. It's not hard.
Yeah. I can't believe he called you out, of all people.
I know, I haven't even done anything wrong.
Yeah.
I just stood here.
I don't think people understand the kind of merciless trash talker you are.
Well, they haven't had a chance to see, but, I mean, everyone's got to poke a bear every now and again in order to see what they're getting into.
So what exactly do you plan on, how do you plan on attacking this man's character? I'm dying to know.
Well, everyone knows I'm a prolific researcher when I actually put my mind to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm especially good at researching things like their status and their income and their wealth or their lack thereof it.
Yeah, you had me do the same thing.
You.
Yeah, I was about to say, you had me do a background check before you got together with me, which I thought was weird. But how's that relevant to Bones?
It isn't.
Oh.
He's never met wealth.
Oh man, that's tragic.
I know. He never will. And he'll probably never see a win ever again after us.
No. You know, I've met Bones time and time again over the course of my career, and I'll never understand what people see in that guy. He's always been talked about as the tentpole of promo wrestling, and yet people like us are right here.
Well, I suppose they just can't see real talent when it hits them in the face.
I guess not. I suppose we'll just have to start hitting them with the cold hard facts.
Or the water. Or cold water.
Cold water as well. That's a nice sharp wake-up call. I feel like you and I, babe, we could go to new lengths in this business.
I agree.
We've been set up for so much greatness, and then they drop us and forget about us when they find the next new shiny toy to play with.
But that's all it is a toy, a ruse, a fad. But we keep coming back.
Yeah, because no one ever wants to actually invest into the future.
No, they just want what's available then and there, even when it's pathetic.
And they want to go back to the old and familiar. We're giving them filet mignon, and they'd rather go get a double cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Not even real meat most of the time.
Yeah, I think it's horse meat. Heck, even goat meat.
Easy.
Like good old Bonesy boy. You and I, we're gonna take this company to new heights. You know, we're putting our best foot forward, putting our minds towards our best effort. You and I, we're a fatal attraction.
I agree.
I like the sound of that name.
As do I. I think it'll work well for something in the future.
So, what else did you want to say to good old Bonesy boy?
Good luck out there.
He's definitely gonna need it. I'd say break a leg, but I don't think he can afford to break anything else. Fucking bum with his kids.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. Consider them little down payments 1, 2, and 3, however many he has.
More like child support payments.
Yeah. Alimony.
The ones he won't make.
The one he's definitely gonna default on. See, we're wise about our money.
Absolutely.
We invest in ourselves.
And what's important?
Do I get a good night kiss?
Of course.
I love you.
I love you as well.
And we are gonna take this place over.
Where's my check?
I'll see you in the morning.
What's your blind? Need some glass to the seat.
Trent. I'm fully aware that I'm not currently facing Trent, but considering that you decided to tie your entire identity to this man, means that I need to address this man before I can go forward. And the first thing I need to say is that I hate you, Trent. I'll be damned if the time that I lose is going to be against the female version of you, Miss TK. I hate you, Trent, but I'm going to have to focus on you, Miss TK. You see, Miss TK, I promised myself that I would never promo battle a woman and call that woman a bitch. So I'm not gonna call you a bitch. You're not a bitch, you're a lovely lady. But it's hard for me not to call you a bitch when you tied your entire personality to a bitch. How can I refer to you properly when you named yourself Miss TK, which in my eyes, and in the eyes of most of the promo world, means your name is basically Miss Bitch. But you don't need to speak to Beast Mode Bones. In all reality, I just wanted to show off my new merch. You need to sit down and have a talk with God. Blue Chew in my veins inward. I am hard. I was a dog until I flipped it inward. I am God. Now, Miss TK, I will respect you enough to call you by the name as you chose. And even though you should have went with maybe Macy, I don't know anything would have been better than choosing the name that you chose. But Miss TK, I know that you are a God-fearing woman. I know that you are devout. Therefore, I free much knows you should already know the end of the Bible. It tells you that a woman should learn inside. In other words, shut the fuck up, Miss TK. I'm trying to teach you something. You're gonna have to come to this stage, you're gonna have to bring presents, you're gonna have to bring something funny, you're gonna have to be entertaining, you're gonna have the right cadence, you can't stumble on your words. Stick with me because I know if you're trying to follow the man that's in front of you, you're going to fail. They say behind every great man is a great woman. But behind every failure of a fucking man is a failure of a fucking woman. And I hate that this whole promo has to be about Trick, but you decided to be anti-feminist. You decided to come into this world and be just Miss TK. You could have been anybody else. You could have been affiliated with him, but imagine if any other woman just decided that that's who they were. This is where you fail. This is why Hillary Clinton lost. Because Hillary Clinton didn't run as Hillary Clinton, she ran as Mrs. Bill Clinton. And that's why, because we didn't need a watered down version of something that we already had. We needed hope. You need hope. You need to be saved. You need to get down on your knees. Not like that, clearly. I'm a married man. Get down on your knees and pray to me that I will help you, bring you out of this darkness that you will put yourself in. She already dead, y'all can send back the ambulance.
The recent addition to Team Foundation in the coming up war in the promoverse of the BWO has beaten Miss TK3. But I'm going to tell you, like I said before, I think she's better than that Trenton Kensington III guy. So I think she should keep at it. And speaking of keeping at it, Jack Saban is like the little engine that could. He thinks he can, he thinks he can. And tonight, we're going to see if he can as he goes up against Lifeless for the Havoc Championship. Let's get down to the action.
It's about to get really fucking weird in here. It's Jack Saban challenging for the WGP Havoc Championship against Lifeless.
Voice ripped so hard it cracked the glass. It's like a ripple effect when you smacking ass. I'm talking about shit if you only knowin' half the facts. Like your motherfucking doors, bitches snacking jacks. You, we might look kinda different, but we really the same. They call me Big Buck Hunter cause I'm killing the game. You ain't gotta like my shit, but you be feeling my pain. Cause I'ma keep on pulling heaters out again and again.
Lifeless, I'm glad you can make your acquaintance known. For a good old year or two, you and I had intertwinable history, if you will. Cause we're gonna play a little game, you see. I was the one. I got a little board out for you who did dismantle your reign as BXT champion. We're gonna start with that vocal cord of yours. It seems a little bit broken. Supposed to strike fear. Let me fix that auto-tune so you don't sound like T-Pain for the early 2000s. The man that lost to me for the BXT championship. Oh, better yet, you're just a helpless soul. A helpless husk. A soul that has been and used to be the most mightiest motherfucker that stepped the damn ring of BXT. I just wanted to redeem you. What happened? What happened to the so-called Lifeless? We don't know who the fuck you are. To rebuild you. What happened to the strange motherfucker? What happened to the one that ripped souls? I tell you what, I'm just a pathetic boy, or girl, or hermaphrodite, or he, she, or they, or whatever fucking pronouns you use nowadays. Foundation WGP, I can say I'm a little bit proud of you. Becoming the WGP Havoc Champion is nothing short but amazing. It's because I made him my bitch. I made him get on all fours and beg for me to stop with the fucking beating. History repeats itself when I dethrone you again. You know why? Because you don't fucking see the fucking vision. And the truth is that you have been nothing but a hack. A has-been, a paper fucking champion. They don't embrace the truth like I do. Because you don't see what I see. You don't see what I see. I made him eat his own fucking shit. I see a useless husk of a mask. I made him the way he is. Una máscara pendejo. Overhyped, overpatronized, oversimplified. But a seeing eye sees all. And what it's telling me is that this bitch here is just nothing but a fraud. A nobody. You are just a husk of what Lifeless used to be. 25 cents? 25 cents? I tell you, Lifeless, you get what you fucking deserve. A bullet to your fucking head. Because you deserve death. And death deserves you. Ashes, ashes, and dust to dust. Lifeless, this is the last time you fucked with me. Game over.
Jack, Sabine. Losing to you still haunts me. I think about it every single day. It keeps me up at night. I can hardly sleep. But no matter. I was still so new, I hardly even knew who Lifeless was, and you were gaining traction in the BWO. I am glad that you beat me. For I was weak, and I deserved to lose. I took that loss, and I built myself into what you see now. But you never changed, did you? You're the same Jack Saban you were that night. The man who rambles about absolutely nothing, on tangents that go absolutely nowhere. And still losing, always with the losing. Which is why our match now should be a return to form, a rematch for the ages, but instead it feels like I am putting out the old blind dog that sounds like it has peanut butter in its mouth when it talks, but I'm taking out of the river and putting it down for good. You beat me before, back when this mask truly meant nothing, and now it means everything. I've heard it all before. Lifeless is hiding behind the mask. He's afraid to show what's underneath. But Jack, this mask doesn't hide me. No, this mask is me. It's the proof that I tore away the inadequacy and became something more. I am not hiding, but you are. Behind excuses. Behind so many unintelligible words that distract from the truth that everyone sees.
Lifeless.
You lose again and again and again. And maybe that is why I don't hate you. Maybe that's why in some strange way I feel sorry for you. Because you're not a villain. You're just lost. You don't know what to do when the world around you turns cold and unmoving. You just took and took and took, hoping someone believes in you, even though you've given us nothing to believe in. But I am not here to lecture you. I am here to save you. I am here to fix you. If you recall, Lifeless was once broken too. But pain turned me into something greater, and that's what I want to do to you. I want you to embrace the same thing. I want you to embrace me. So let me take the weight of failure off your shoulders. Goodbye, failure. Because this shall not be about revenge. It won't be about wins. It won't be about losses. It won't be about the Havoc Championship. You won't be winning tonight. It will be about healing. I will drag you through the truth. I will strip away your excuses. And I will force you to look in the mirror and finally understand who you are. And when it's over, when the beating stops and you're left with silence, you'll understand. You'll realize I'm not here to hurt you, Jack. No, I'm here to help you, to make you whole again. But I need you to understand this as well. Salvation is not the only thing I offer. I can remake you or I can end you. I can take what is broken and bend it until it obeys. I can give pleasures where there is failing. I can give sharpness where there is dullness. Join me, Jack. Accept it. Let me take what's left of you and make you useful, something necessary. Refuse me, and I will remove you. Not out of malice, out of efficiency. Become whole by my hand, or be erased by it. Either way, you will learn too.
Lifeless.
My mind again. I have been asked, where do I stand when it comes to the impending war? Well, let me think about it. I choose BWO. Talent Fuse, I said, hello, and I will see him at Promoverse.
Yo, still Havoc Champion Lifeless! Ladies and gentlemen, Lifeless continues on with their mission of being the best Havoc Champion of all time. And Jack Saban, you have nothing to worry about because unlike Lifeless, you're not a turncoat. You see, I want you to listen very closely, Lifeless. You made the wrong decision, choosing the BWO. But anyway, okay. We're gonna get down and show you what it means that Lifeless chose the BWO. So let's take a closer look at what's coming up in October. Ladies and gentlemen, Promoverse is shaping up to be an incredible event between the BWO, the Foundation, WGP. I'm telling you, I personally can't wait. Winner takes all. One group is gonna own everything, okay? And that's exciting, right? And speaking of exciting, there hasn't been anything much more exciting in the whole Promoverse than the Summer of Jimmy. Except for maybe King McMillan, and he makes his debut tonight against the Summer of Jimmy. Let's see what happens, okay?
The summer may be over, but the Jimmy's just getting warmed up. Unfortunately, King McMillan stands in his way. What if?
You know what, Jimmy? I really been doing my best to change. I came over here to the foundation and I said, let me chill out. Let me not treat this like the BWO. Let me not crash out. But then Franklin Benjamin just had to open his fucking mouth. And I had to do one of my favorite things, which was take some gold from him. And then I had to say time out. Cause here come this fucking fatso named Jimmy doing the same damn thing. And now I gotta crash out. Ain't no what ifs about who gonna keep these, cause that's not what this is about. Jimmy, what the fuck can I say about you that one, hasn't been said already, and two, that would fucking matter anyway? Ding 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 ding. Collectively we all say, but we're here now, and I've already started to waste my breath and my time. So while I'm at it, why not flip the switch and pull you into my vibe? Oh shit, Jimmy, you had a good summer. Kinda. I mean, but you got wasted hella fucking too quick and you lost to Tyler. What a drumming line for you to get cannoned by, Nick. Bullshitting around while you got the sticks. You might be some kind of talented, but you still need to learn a whole lot of shit. Starting with the basics. There you go. Usually in my promos, it's hidden messages on how you can be better at this shit. But I ain't gonna say none of that shit to you, cause it's no fucking helping you, cause you suck at this shit. Fat boy, but hey, check me out. Tell me this, that knife that you had in your pocket for Jay, please say that you still got that shit. Pull that shit out your pocket, cause you gonna have to use it, bitch. Oh shit, I accidentally killed a pig. Oh shit. So it's the fall of Jimmy now, hey? What fall you have done now? And you won't need a fucking sheet of paper to remind you of the one that welcomed you into this new season of yours. And anytime you cross paths with a smart, you can guarantee a repeated cycle of this very same fall. As a matter of fact, let me help you up, Jimmy, cause we've only just begun. Now I bet you're wondering to yourself, how did we get here, King Mac Millie? Well, let me spell it out for you, flubber. When you first came around, I thought to myself, I think I like this kid. Hell, ask Holly, he would tell you and confirm such a thing. And then before I could make an honest decision, you teamed up with my number one op, and that tide started to change immediately. Then in the locker room, without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what I say, here comes Jimmy with his mouth wide the fuck open. Every reaction, annoying, irritating, talking about he planting seeds. Boy, the only thing that's about to get put in the soil and covered up is your body. And there won't be no watering needed cause ain't shit fit to grow up out of you. Jimmy, before I separate you from your soul, I just realized I came here to murder you. And I ain't even got no gloves on. You already know what's about to go on. Oh, fuck. That had to hurt. Last person I hit like that was lifeless, but he changed for the better. You on the other hand? I don't know about all that. Pathetic. Not my words. Talk to your favorite duck about that. Jimmy, it's not the season for you to be dead. Are you okay? Jimmy, are you alive? I've seen Weekend at Bernie's. I'm just gonna pretend that you are. I mean, Jimmy, I'm used to you talking way too much. Not this non-loquacious shit. I'm used to you running your mouth wide the fuck open. Not all this quiet shit. I took the gloves off, so let me get this shit over with. You, more entertaining than me? That's a big what if. Matter of fact, the forecast says death by a storm because the prophecy is controlling the weather, man. What? You thought I wasn't gonna get you? You already dead, man. And for the extra disrespect, I'm about to fucking hit you with my head, man. What?
Hello there, Foundation. It is the summer. Look at the tongue, look at the tongue, look at the... I gotta put my tongue out. God dang it, I already messed it up. All right there, Mac and Mill. Like, I don't have a fancy app. Like, I really think you're on PEDs, but let's just be honest. You got some performance enhancing attributes that help you and take away from me. There's a reason why the prophecy is not so well versed and worded in the locker room. You always wait for match time to come out here and spit that good. And there is rumors. There's the rumors that the season is over and that the fall of Jimmy has already started. Macca Mill with a victory on you. By me putting you into the ground tonight, by me exerting my dominance over you, the summer of Jimmy Cal continue, man. I'm putting the bottle down. I've been on some hard times, I'll be honest with me. I can't get to work down at the steel mill. The finer things in life, I might have spent too much time on my vacation, but it brought me right here to you, right down to Foundation, right where I can expose the BWO from within. I mean, for crying out loud. Let's be honest. You have the Scottish Warrior in your vicinity? What's up with that? I mean, what's the point? Is he there to, like, do your dishes? Does he got that Virgil role? Is he there to that Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings carry the pots and pans? Yes, Mr. Mr. Frodo, here you go. Here's your block of cheese. You may eat. God damn it, Scottish Warrior. Fuck you, bud. I hope you follow him out to ringside. I might get distracted even though I got the game plan and give you a little back elbow, but Macamil, you really no-selling me, man. You really try to put me down, man. You try to call me out by my appearance as opposed to the craft. Well, that makes me feel a certain way, and it's kind of the overall feel of right now in the Foundation. Every brick that I've laid, it's already been crumbled down. 3 little pigs have already blown my house down. So that upsets me, Macamil. So I hope you came strapped, bud, because I got strapped. I'm about to go into my bag of trips. I'm about to get serious. And I'm a little pissed. Reason of insanity, bud. Plausible deniability. You come into a match with me, treating me like I'm a dog, like I'm some kind of commoner, like I'm a jobber, like I'm a ham and egger. I need you to fear me. I need you to respect my gun as I whip it out. And I need you to fear me. What is your game, Mac Mill? Fear me. Fear me. I haven't lost it. Summer Jimmy's not going anywhere. Fear me. Fear me, PW. Fear me. Mac Million. Everybody must fear me.
The summer of Jimmy, and now we're only gonna have to see what happens in the fall with Jimmy. And I, for one, sure hope Jimmy sticks around. But now, oh wait, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? There's some commotion. There's something in the back.
A new player has entered the chat.
My God! Oh my God! Oh My God, gee golly willikers! It looks like there's a new gamer in town. A new gamer in the Promoverse. And he's not very friendly with SNES. Ladies and gentlemen, Genesis has arrived here in the Foundation. And he's called SNES out. He's called SNES out, but SNES retired. But anyway, I guess we'll figure it out. But now it's time for the main event. It's ready to see Canada's own Johnny Canada challenge Franklin Benjamin for the World Championship of Foundation. Let's get down to the main event action, okay? Okay!
What if Johnny Canada got a shot at greatness? It's Johnny Canada challenging Franklin Benjamin for the Foundation World Championship.
Franklin Benjamin. Franklin fucking Benjamin. Who the hell do you think you are? I am Johnny Canada, and I am not gonna sit back and listen to you talk about how you're better than everybody else anymore. Franklin, you might be the current Foundation World Heavyweight Champion, but as far as I'm concerned, Franklin, you're nothing more than a loudmouth. You're nothing more than an egomaniac, Franklin. You need that spotlight. You crave that spotlight. And if it's not on you, then you talk about somebody else to try to put it back on you, and you try to put off the fact that you are not as good as you say that you are, Franklin. Now, a few weeks ago, you were facing Vane in a match, and I was cheering on the man that brought me into this Promoverse. And Franklin, to be honest, you got pissed off because I wasn't on your side. I'm not always gonna be on your side, Franklin. In fact, I would much rather be against you right now than on your side. And there's a very specific reason for that, Franklin. You and I are very different. You say you're a god of promos. You put yourself above everybody else. Franklin, I'm not a god of promos, but I work harder than anybody else in this promo division. I work just as hard as you do, if not more. And Franklin, the simple fact of the matter is that you feel like I don't belong here. You feel like you have an easy victory over me because of what I've done in the past. All you've done, Franklin, is piss me off with you when you talk about how I was cheering on one of my best friends in this industry. You make it seem like that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, Franklin. It's a good thing to be cheering on people that you care about. It's freedom of expression, Franklin. You should know that being a politician. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And my opinion of you just went downhill, Franklin. I think that you're just a loudmouth who craves that spotlight. If somebody is being talked about and it's not you, Franklin, that's where you come out, you talk your shit, and you put that spotlight back on you because you feel like you deserve it more than everybody else. You don't deserve it more than anybody else, Franklin. And it's as simple as that. I am here to make a statement. And now, after this week, I am going to be your brand new Foundation World Heavyweight Champion. And there's not a damn thing that you can do about it? Because Franklin, quite simply, it's all about Johnny Canada. I'm Johnny Canada, and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Foundation, I ask you, what if? What if the moon was made of maple syrup? What if dogs started talking? What if airplanes flew upside down? What if they replaced water in the ocean with Diet Coke? What if OJ really didn't do it? What if they found out aliens were running the government from Area 51? What if Jeffrey Epstein actually killed himself? And the biggest what if of them all, what if Johnny Canada defeats Franklin Benjamin for the Foundation World Championship? Folks, that's not a what if. That's a fairy tale. That's a badass trip. That's like saying, what if pigs sprout wings and fly across the arena tonight? Totally ridiculous, because the idea that Johnny Canada, the human ambient pill, the blandest man to ever hold a microphone, could actually beat Franklin Benjamin, that's just fake news. You see, people love to ask ridiculous questions, and that's fine. Questions are great. But this isn't a question. This is a delusion, because if, and it's a huge what if, the biggest what if you've ever seen. If Johnny Canada pulled off the upset of the century, what happens then? Franklin Benjamin? A disgrace, a fraud. Everything I've built, everything I've earned, reduced to rubble. Me, Franklin Benjamin, the man the entire company revolves around, brought down by the most boring man alive. And Johnny Canada, he'd be celebrated. They'd throw a parade in Toronto. He'd finally show some emotion, maybe crack a smile. But let's be real, the man couldn't show excitement if he won the damn lottery. He's the human NyQuil. Watching him talk is like being waterboarded with maple syrup. And you know what would really happen if Johnny Canada won tonight? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because deep down we all know it's a fantasy, a fairy tale, a dream. And when Franklin Benjamin wakes up tomorrow morning still champion, the world goes on exactly the same. Except Johnny Canada goes back to irrelevance. Now let's talk about this so-called contender. I know people like to mock Franklin Benjamin for using a teleprompter. You've heard it. He sounds too polished, he reads from a screen, he writes his scripts before, but at least when Franklin Benjamin speaks, the words matter. When Johnny Canada opens his mouth, he sounds like a robot from Wish.com reading a middle school essay. Badly. It's stilted, it's awkward. He looks like he's waiting for the teacher to tell him that he can sit down. Folks, this man's not ready for prime time. And don't forget how he got here. Let's remind everybody Johnny Canada only has one win in this entire company. One. And it wasn't even earned. Hector Flores went over his time limit. That's it. That's the whole resume. One technicality win. And somehow we're here. Folks, if this show wasn't literally called What If, Johnny Canada wouldn't even sniff this match. He wouldn't be the janitor holding the belt, let alone the challenger. He's a charity case. And let's not kid ourselves, Johnny. You didn't get this match because you deserve it. You got it because you couldn't keep your damn mouth shut. You got it because you ran your gums in defiance, because you supported Franklin Benjamin's opponent. Congratulations. You opened your mouth and you bought yourself the worst night of your life. You're not here for a title opportunity. You're here as an example, a message, a warning shot to the entire locker room of what happens when you dare speak against Franklin Benjamin. And Johnny, let's be clear, this is your one chance, your one moment. This is your lifetime Super Bowl, your Stanley Cup, your World Cup, and your WrestleMania all rolled into one. And what a shame. What a shame that your one shot at glory had to be against Franklin Benjamin. Because I'm not some rookie you can sneak one over on. I'm not Hector Flores going over on my time. I'm the most dominant, articulate, intelligent, handsome, and successful man in this business. I am a champion. I am a leader. I am a goddamn phenomenon. And you? You're gonna be nothing more than a footnote. A corpse left in the middle of the ring with a maple leaf shoved down your throat. You see, Franklin Benjamin is untouchable. Franklin Benjamin is unstoppable. And Johnny Canada, when the dust settles tonight, you're gonna look back and realize this entire thing, it was all just a dream. Because Franklin Benjamin always wins. Always. And the world knows that the only what if that matters is what if it really is all about the Benjamins. I'm Franklin Benjamin, and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still Foundation World Champion, Franklin Benjamin. But I need to say something. A lot of people didn't think that Johnny Canada stood a chance in this match. And this just goes to show you that on any given Friday, a big what if could have happened in the Promoverse. Because it took 4 judges. And by 1 point, Franklin Benjamin retains the Foundation World Championship. So it just goes to show you that on any given day, anybody here can win. And Johnny Canada, whatever you just did, you need to keep doing. Okay? Okay. Thank you for joining us on this special edition of Friday Night Blueprint all across the Promoverse. What if? I'm on the absolute Robbie Haywood. And we'll see you next time, okay?